Hello there and welcome. We are back with the last Plague Blight on the episode 5 for our Let's Play walkthrough series here. And today I'm a little bit better from being sick, but I might cough a little bit here and there still, can't help that. But yeah, I think we left off. It was just early morning. We woke up and I did some little last minute things there, and that message popped up when I was saving the game on exiting. And yeah, I think we are going to do the quest, because that's what the whole main goal of this whole thing is, to go there and get all the quest stuff done. And my quest guy popped up over there, and I think I had everything ready. I don't want to bring anything else with me besides the ingredients that the guy wants for himself, and I think that is it. Some backup supplies for Blight. I don't know why, but we might as well have them with us, and that's all we need for our trip. Then we take everything on the way back. I don't want to bring a wagon because it's a long walk, and just bringing the wagon way the hell over to wherever that is just going to be stupid, I guess. Pain in the butt. And we're going to take the easy way and skid out the road while we're at it, I guess. So I wanted to see where this all road pathway gets to before we get to that town over there and see what it's like. I know it's a little bit windy and a little bit it'd be better just to go straight through the forest, but I don't have a marker. I don't have that nice convenient marker, so I can't. I'll get lost easily. I'll have to keep checking the map and things like that. And also, I'm making the handcart, and I want to see where this pathway goes through here, type of video, right? So I can maybe take the handcart down the pathway here. Might be faster than. If it's blocked off by the blight or not, because this is the way we want to go. I think. Just double checking. Yeah, it's straight ahead this way to the land. So and that's a little bit blocked off there, but that's not too bad to get around that little part right there. They like for the roadway for going that direction. But the ocean is over this way, and we're seeing if the wagon can fit through here easily enough. Because, it's so damn fat and all. Maybe over here looks a little bit more rockier and narrow. And there's a little house up there. So let's go check out that little house. That little hut up there. That could be like, a send-off base of operations. And we could check for small, the young trees that we need for the raft too, right? Because you need 5 of them, and I just spotted 3. So that looks like there's a good place to actually farm all those trees along the way, so we don't have to worry about bringing them. We can farm them on our way there and get them. Yeah, I don't have the alt. There we go, alt. So what we got in here? Useless book, another glass bottle, and a free jar, and some stuff to take apart. I didn't bring my hammer, so that was a silly idea. This is probably worthwhile for bringing the hammer, and that might be a good idea to do that, because you get a lot of iron nails from salvaging this stuff here. So you need to equip a hammer, and I don't know why do we equip a book. I don't know. Oh, we don't need a hammer. I thought we needed a hammer for that. A whole little rock will do. So yeah, I don't even know why we need a hammer in the first place then to do this stuff. This is good enough, right? We'll just do this and take all this crap apart now. And we'll just, yeah, 2 this way. Keep the tab open. Gotta get this right. Okay, not that button. That button. And where's my smoke zone? Already tired, so let's grab it. Yeah, nice. Okay. And there's some firewood sitting there too. We can't bring all this stuff with us, obviously, but we can make a little stockpile out front here of these planks. And since we're probably going to make a little pathway over here later on, we can pick them up. The books isn't heavy, and all the stuff with nails is not too bad. We can pick up like if I can craft a lid for this, and then it will be okay, because I can make a lid and then I can store stuff in there too, right? I can fill it up with with some random junk. Why do I have a piece of... Oh, yeah, the chair gives off a piece of leather when you take that apart. So, yeah, I can store that other junk in there if I find a large piece of flint on the way. But anyways, we are back to our quest. Oh, yeah, I went to mark it off. Of course, got to mark it off. So we got a little hut right here. So at least remember, we got a hut, so we have some extra free wood to get. But, yeah, we get that from trees and stuff like that. So it's not too important. The free nails are nice. I like that. How much? Yeah, it's a good chunk of nails there, right? That looks like... You know, well over 50 or so. But back to scouting around. I think most games are not going to be like this because, you know, we see no predators, right? So I definitely got that bug without the predator spawning for a long time. But usually... I usually just ignore them anyways. They only bother you if you get close to them. And yeah, like I shown before, you can just chuck a spear at them from far away, and they keep staying far away. We've got some deer. Yeah, it's a long trip. Yeah, we should get on with it, right? It's gonna take all day. Full day trip. And scout out something for neat stuff. Well, there's nothing neat in that cabin though. Just another bottle for ourselves. Oh yeah, I gotta keep an eye out for that large piece of flint. You never know where it's gonna be hiding. I could dip into here for a second. It looks rocky. Nope, not the right kind of rocks. Yeah, we're going to cut across there sooner or later, so I think I should cut across this part here because that's going to be all poison. So walking this way to poison, then taking a longer way around is not bad. And I wanted to scope out this little area here because these rocks might contain that rock I want, so I can save some inventory space. A small piece of flint. I saw the tag there, it said young plant, so this stuff is just loading up for the first time. 9% contamination, look at that. 10%, that's pretty bad. Young berry bush. And that is the direction. Sandstone, could be near there. Oh, I'm out of stamina. That means pick up. Oh yeah, it's young bushes. That's why they're not popping up. But I don't think I mentioned it before that update, which I still didn't bother to get yet or do, because I don't want to play online and crap. Is that when you're doing that auto grab stuff, it doesn't get stuck on things you can't pick up, like those young plants right there. So if I hit the auto pick up button, it will just sit there and do nothing anymore. Well, it's supposed to not do anything anymore. But yeah, that young stuff, it's because it's cheap assets and stuff like that. Nothing's loaded up, and it starts growing and stuff like that until you get there, and then all that stuff that does get there probably might have a counter. It might pause when you're out of loading range for its growth, that kind of thing. It's save on memory, I guess, but they just have to. They should just compile the stuff properly instead of just being so cheap on their assets when they're developing the code for them. They just do the bare minimum for the single-minded task of getting shit out as quickly as possible and not doing it properly. That's why you can easily judge a game's quality by their menu system that they have. You go in here, you check out the menu system and the management system in there, and then if you ever played like a Super Nintendo game, for example, you played that and you went around in their inventory system and their map system and tried to do stuff and that like with their stuff, and it's easier. That means that the newer games pretty much shit because 20-year-old games, and you can go in there and you hit the button to go in the menus and you want to check out your inventory and stuff like that, and it's like this is all over the place for the menus and things like that. They didn't organize it as good as an older piece of shit game, basically, right? That was sloppy. Sure, it's simpler, but it's a menu. You can make the menu basic design the same way, and they don't. Wrong cloaked figure. I need the guy with the name. But we're here, and we got iron rich rock. There you are. Oh, this is. Got to keep it in there. It's 100. Okay, so that's nice. Wait for him to deliver a letter. Oh, I could have brought that other stuff with me and just tried to remember it. Oh, I got a human skull. What are you guys doing in here? Eating people? You bastards! I'll kill you all. I don't have a gun, so I'll just sit there and mine up that ore. Oh, stop. I'm gonna take this off first. Shit, I don't need iron, so I don't know why I'm bothering with that. Alright. What is that? That's Mr. Mushroom? I'll grab a couple. I know it's probably too heavy for me to bother with for this. Yeah, maybe I'll get it next time. Oops, it's the leather. I'm not sure. Oh, that's the iron. I'm not sure if I want to bring that back with me or not. So I might just end up dropping it somewhere. It's like one iron. And what I really wanted was more copper stuff. Not tin. I wanted a little bit of copper for my trip back. I wanted to actually mine the copper, not just pick it up for the blue ores, because I want to make some of that. They're going to give me that recipe, so they're going to give me the recipe to make the disinfectant for my food, and that's going to be an important thing, but not as important as the silver one, so I shouldn't get hung up on it. But I had just, I didn't have enough to make a simple batch of 200 of it, and I keep the 10 I needed for the rest. Now all this stuff is not. Check out the tops here. It's not young plants anymore. It's more tin. Well, this is the cave. Am I just back to here already? Yeah, I just went farther than I thought. I'm still looking for that piece of flint. It's, hard to find it. Oh shit! I was going. They all jumped up at me, and I thought, "Oh damn! It's like a wolf jumping at me." Until I saw it was just some stupid deer running into my headlights. What can we see on top of here? A mountainous range over there. Nothing, but that might indicate another cave. And caves are nice to take a look at, I guess. Flying rocks. I guess not. It's not the flat part, just a big rock. So, not a cave. Oh well, back we go. Where are we now? We're here. There's where we're getting our copper from, so yeah, it's just straight in this general direction. Let's see if we can pick up any decent plants along the way. There's, yeah, not much I need. Just maybe some more stuff for that. This stuff here. More of this stuff here to get the, yeah, we can dig it up there. More of that. Yeah, I didn't bring a shovel. More mosquito repellent. Yeah, I don't want to fill my inventory with ginseng because, you know, I'm not gonna. You're gonna make a lot of it, and you're gonna need that ginseng, but we don't need. Ginseng is all over the place and respawns, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Get up here. Check out this side. Check out more caves for more iron potential. Rocky areas for iron. Sandstone. You can break apart sandstone or limestone and get that flint. Large piece of flint too. But I'm hardly going to stop and mine it just for that random chance. To get a lid. There's nothing here that's, you know, super important. The only thing I want to do is get back there and start finishing off that wagon with all that iron I got sitting there, so there's nothing else really I need. More this way. This is the right direction, right? Yeah, straight ahead this way. We'll just go straight. I should try and keep a bigger eyes, more eyes open for any bears and wolves, but they haven't spawned in yet, which is really weird that they haven't. And that bug said 5 days, and I think this was day 8, so it should have. It said that's what it said. It did, right? That said the bug that they fixed said 5 days. The predators wouldn't spawn for 5 days until they, you know, so let the game catch up on its spawns. But it's not having any yet. And I haven't done any. And that bug's only supposed to happen when you load games in earlier dates. And the only thing I did was start a game up there and look at the map and say, oh, I don't like it, and just try again until I got the map I liked, and then. This is all I've been doing since then. This is just this one here, so this kind of stuff shouldn't have happened. And I want that copper, and I already passed it all. So now I gotta go back. I didn't see any. I didn't know I'd go that far already. Yeah, straight this way. I must have just sideswiped it by a little bit. There wasn't very much copper nodes that I had there, so and it's sad. I can probably get what I needed in just a couple seconds there, but I ran to the outside too far. Yeah. Even if the map looks good from the start, you could get really bad RNG on other stuff. Like that location. Could we want a chisel? Yeah, I should hammer this out. Yes, let's do that. With the chisel. And craft the stopper. The lid on. Put that there. Get rid of the skull. That was just for, I could have let me place it or not. I don't know. Nah. There we go. Get over there. Taken care of. Am I going the right direction? No. Here, copper, where are you? I really want those map markers properly so I can just mark it off. Okay, this was the iron and then copper over on this side of it. There it is, copper. That doesn't look like anything up there. Did I scout up that way? I think I did. Wasn't much, but now there's no copper here, so that C2 can go away. There was just some tin. Big old stag over there. So on top of this hill, yeah, I don't zoom out, zoom in. Yeah, I don't see anything. Top of the mountain. Imagine trying to build a house up here. You can flatten it out easily enough with large planks and all that kind of stuff. Flatten this out. Got some nice big cliffs, but no water, and you gotta make rain catchers and stuff. No food. Import a lake or something. You know, you can't do anything different, like, you know, transplant water in any way. Well, I guess that's it. We're done. We don't have to waste too much time. I'll fill up my weight on copper. I mean, iron, I guess now. I'll fill up my weight on that and then go back. Got it all. Okay. Didn't even fill up everything, so we'll craft our stamina back. 4 of these. I can do 5 of these to get the stamina back full. Looks like more. Okay, stamina's good. Now we can run straight ahead back to base, picking up anything that we're gonna actually use. I don't know if I need much dandelions. I don't have room. I don't have room for stuff that's gonna, like, you know, disappear on myself. Disappear. And rot and that kind of stuff. Just, I always need so much rope. And then once you need all this rope, so you need just a constant supply of all this rope, and then all of a sudden you don't need it anymore, and then you're sitting there with a couple stockpiles of rope, and so like, what happened? You know, you gathered all this rope, you're using it all up, and then you gather a supply, and you come back, and then bam, you have all this stuff here, and nothing to do with it, except make more rabbit traps that don't work anymore because predators just come by and eat your rabbits. So right away, you know, your camp is just basically surrounded 24/7 by, you know, bears and wolves after, you know, 15 days or so. So you can't do anything. You can't keep any rabbits. They gotta be, you know, make your traps far away, and they just run in there and eat all the rabbits on you constantly. So, and then you're stuck with only getting like, you know, like 1 or 2 rabbits a day because that's all that really spawns in. So it's not a problem of catching them. This is a problem of, you know, they spawn in, and the regular spawn in rate at the start is a lot faster. Because I guess there's more on the table, and this is the, you know, the first spawn versus the respawn rate, right? Something like that, I'm guessing. Would explain why there's extra rabbits at the start when you're putting your traps down there, and there's all these rabbits coming in there because, you know, they got that a simple respawn cooldown can really make a difference. So, what's the fastest way to my base and avoid all this trash? This trash smoke. But it also depends on how big of a base you want and what you want to do with it. So, you know, now that I have a large planks and I get the large planks and the shovel, I can flatten out my base area and, you know, can get rid of lots of the grass stuff. I don't have to make a floor, but I can at least make my base flat, and it'll be a lot easier to manage everything else. It is this one, yeah. Not enough space. Oh, what can we do? I can bring it with us. It doesn't matter. That's just storing dirt, I guess. So we're back. Iron supply. Copper. Didn't pick up any tin, but we got small pieces. Extra sticks. Twigs. What else? Just rocks. Nails and blue stuff. Nails. Ten pieces. Guess we can take that 10 pieces out of here. And take this powder out, and that one out. That one there, that one there. Ginseng and stuff can go here. And that can go in there. We got this stuff here too, right? So that ginseng and that can go there, and this is... That's pretty much garbage, but I need to get food and stuff done too, so what else are we gonna do? Bone meal. Place this as a junk thing for now. The book will burn, but we should keep it anyways. Thought I've placed these things. Okay, what do we want here? Check out no food. You got no food, buddy. No food. Too much rope crap for ourselves. Okay, so guess it's time to get this show on the road now that we're back. Start that off. Let's go get that rabbit. Check out, there's more rabbit. Active fish trap. Yeah, I haven't been here, so I guess you know, since you have to be within loading range for stuff to actually spawn in and jump in there. So, but yeah, move the other rabbit trap farther away. So, nothing's spawning in this little range here. We'll eat this one. I had some other rabbit meat sitting there too. I was waiting for. Yes, I wonder how it looks like. What it looks like now. That rabbit meat. After this, how much time has passed. Sitting in one of these jars here. Oh, it's decayed down to 53%. Okay. 53% at 4.6, and this one is 3.8. And we got a new piece of fat we can stick in there for now. And we'll see what happens when we cook them all. Wonder if I can separate them. Like this. That doesn't do anything different, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it matters in any way about that. This is done, so our next thing that we gotta do is start working on that iron. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I know I can't cook food. I was thinking something else. I don't know what. I need my torch. That's right. And lots. I think I got enough. No, I didn't even put any in there, so I got no charcoal in there. We're going to be cooking a lot of it, so I have to make easily 15 to start with. Don't take it apart at night. Different button, different hand. Oh, yeah, repair it, yeah. Examine, smelt. 50 minutes, we'll get some iron out of there. And what is next? On our wagon. It's just getting that iron frame for that. Got the recipe here. Oh yeah, that powder should have gone over here instead. 3 of these. Hey, don't waste my flint. I can waste my flint now, I guess, but yeah. Still, don't waste it for no reason. Just in case. Bottles. don't want to do too much things at once. I gotta get rid of this rope for one thing. Gotta craft that. I should just worry about crafting that rope and eating the food. 27 for 2. That's not the best. Get 4 hours on that. Minutes. So I should get... Yeah, I'm going to be crushing a lot of stuff, so I should bring in some more of these rocks. And 8 iron to refill it. 13 minutes. On your mark, get set, go! Ah. Ooh, got them all. That batch there. Transfer them all in there. We aren't smelting them. I think that has to be hot to make the stuff. I believe. Yeah, hot. Yeah, got the hot symbol. So we will have to heat this stuff up eventually. And where's our rope pile? Right beside us. And 8. I know there's probably a way to grab, like, hit, I don't know what button it is to just transfer, transfer the amount I want when it's stacked up like this. Because there's only a info, transfer all thing in there. And like, if I want to just transfer a certain amount, I don't see the button to do that. You have it here. You can split items and stuff. But yeah, they need to really come up with a better system. Anyways. 41 minutes to kill. So that's a lot of rope we can make. Get this out of the way. Make all this rope. And we could start making some more nails, but yeah, I don't think we need too much if I'm not going to build a bigger base. We have to get stuff ready for making our trip to get some silver, which means I should make a proper table for myself too, and a backing for my walls there, and maybe level out my base while I'm at it. This fills up to a weird number too, like 54. Like why 54 for a stockpile size? Seems really weird. Can I do it again? Can I get all 8? Nice. Now, I suppose we're going to do 8 at a time. Oops. Yeah, just split. No, just... There. Now they'll all go in there automatically. Oh, but how much do we need? Anyways. Like 24 or so is needed to start that stuff. Sure. Yeah, they must have been in my hand. That could have been it. Anyways. Water is done. Lots of sticks here. Traps. We want another fish trap. And another rabbit trap. Just, yeah, maybe 2 rabbit traps. 2 rabbit traps and a fish trap. I'm going to stick a fish trap like right here, out of the way from that one. That in there, and so I haven't seen any rabbits over in this direction. It's all poisonous stuff, so I think the rabbit traps are only going to trap rabbits that are actually spawned in there. And I think the water and that stuff there is like a no spawn zone, so we might have an issue with that. But up here, I haven't seen any. It's far enough away. Might happen, but yeah, rabbit keeps getting trapped over here. I'm going to put one closer to here. So we got another fresh rabbit to eat, to kill. I don't know how close they're going to come to this base. I'm going to stick it here out in the open, closer. Trying to see if I get better distances and stuff like that for any spawned in rabbits over here. Not sure how it works exactly. One fish. I want to make another fire pit here. Well, yeah, we can just sit there and maybe dig this dirt here. Oh no, my clay pot. Boom, there it is. Awesome. Okay. Don't need a shovel to clear it out there. Just got to find the right spot where that plant is. Got it. I don't think the small grass there doesn't matter too much. This stuff here needs to be out of the way. It's like, where is this plant's roots? There it is. It's in a weird spot, right? You think, why am I not digging right on top of it? Like, there's the center dig there. I think I want to get rid of this patch right here. I can't right now. Like this. Like, you know, you try and look in there. That looks like the center right there. So you dig that out, and you didn't get it. Take it to the left. Take it to the right. Front. There you go. Got it. This one here can dig this one out there. Where's the dirt? So it's probably there. You can check it out, right? It says dirt. That's probably where the plant is. Oh, almost. There you go. A minute to go. Get all that extra dirt there. I don't have the iron yet. Oh shit, I heard it. Okay, go. Yeah, now I have a crap in there. Shit, I'm not gonna get close. Seven's not too bad. Where? Okay. And our dirt pile is over here, right? I didn't start another charcoal pile yet, did I? But I was worrying about digging this crap out because I was going to flatten this little part out, or try to. Almost. Let's look at that. Starts off in the right hand corner. Right. Picking a random corner. Dirt. Corner. Where are you, you dirty little bastard? It pops up and then it goes away. Now, at least when it's like this, if you want to dig it out there, it's going to be that little tiny little dirt patch. That dirt symbol is going to pop up there. You can get it. When it's being like this. Just picking random spots to dig. There we go. Got it. So it's getting a little bit flatter, and we can dump that dirt. God damn it. Take a drink. Wish I had some real cough lozenges that actually freaking work, but these days it's all fake sugar stuff that doesn't do anything besides give you cancer. What did you do that for? You piece of shit. Why? And you emptied this out too. Oh my fucking god. Is that because it fell through the ground there? Is that why? It fell through the ground and lost all its content? That's why it changed to pickup. So now I just lost all my water again? You bastards. You bastards. Where's my shovel? Oh yeah, I just left the shovel on the ground. There it is. It's not iron tipped or anything, so I don't care. a small plank. Still got rope to do. Let's finish off this rope. Do that first next time. There we go. Stones, pebbles, all this stuff. Yay! Transfer. Smelt it and dealt it. And finish off the rope. I still got some tin pieces in my hand. Well, I got some copper pieces too. Anyway, shouldn't that stuff be in here? It's done, and pebbles are done. Ropes are done. Slides there. Iron is ready. Now we can go here and do our foundation and place that. Line this up to here. It doesn't matter. It only matters if I have my walls lined up right now, I guess, to start with. And how far I want to go with it. There's that, and now we go to build our floors. Doesn't matter. Sorry. Forgot to turn away. Was it already down to 37 minutes on there? Wow. But anyways, I need to keep that one there. And I wanted to do it this way too, so I'll need it. That's good enough for planks. I'll need some more here. And back to making foundations. One there, one there, one there, one there. Just keep expanding and flattening and so forth. I guess that flattening stuff is, speeding up there. It takes a lot less time than I expect. Uses up more time than I expect it does. Okay. Well, did I start? Well, hopefully I started this right. Yeah. A little bit slow here. Can do floors. So how far am I going to go with this? Like, I want to start my base over again or not? Or just, do I want to do one more square over in this direction and flatten that out? I don't think so. We can take this apart here. This. So 8 minutes, that's one more load, so it's another thing of charcoal at minimum to finish that off. And this is now in the way. Beep, beep, beep. And we should equip our shovel and come over here. Look how sloppy this is right here. It's because this stuff here is right there. It's built. Don't got time for that anyways. That one shut off too far. Damn it. I ran out of solid stones, but something happened. anyways. Yeah, I was going to be smoothing this out, or trying to smooth this out. Darn smooth. I don't want you to raise it. I want you to lower this. It's not working because of that. Try leveling. No. This stuff right here is blocking the smoothing process off. I got some dirt on me. Yeah, dumping the dirt doesn't even do anything. So, I'll go back here and check out. That's smooth enough. All the stuff would have to be moved and reorganized after the fact if I want to change that in any way. But for now, this stuff here is pretty off. Need a lot of work to level that one. Oh yeah, I was doing the water too since I ran out. That was awesome too. Okay. Control button, empty it out properly this time. This fish trap has gotten no action, so being close like that is not helping. I think this is done. Yeah, that's done. We got a slight bump right here too, even though there shouldn't be one. Damn it, that pole's in the way. Damn it. I guess we could do half of it now. You can go halfway here. Come on. That's what sucks. You can only go to the halfway mark, and then it will do that stupid thing there. But we can get this much done. But not if we got this to do. I got to get the last load of iron. Let's go grab it all. Gotta get that ready. Oh, I need the stones. That's right. I got all 8 of them that time at least. And that timing's good there. Charcoal to run that. Got that going. So we need to do enough for that wagon for now, right? So we can get rid of this, put our torch right here, put that coal in, heat up our iron, and it was 24, right? 24 iron chunks for our wheels. And it's just forge here. That's these handcart wheels. Come on, don't click on the rope. Stop bouncing around. Two wheels done. Okay. And then we needed lots of short planks for that, didn't we? Done. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you do go into the tool slot. I thought I tried a whole bunch of times to get you in the tool slot, and you never did. I want these things right here for now. Slag. 15 minutes. Now I want to maybe finish off the sword. So 14, 15, 16, 17. I already got that one. So 17 steel. Sword. I guess I really should have started up another copper piece thing. Another, not copper, I'm not smoking. Some more charcoal is needed. Long time to wait for that. This one is done in a minute. Don't give me that. Why'd you go into this stuff here? Not that it matters, because I got, look at that. You left one up with that. In inventory, Jesus Christ! Why? I don't like why don't I set? I wish I could. Blah blah blah. I wish you could set a default for when you're clicking on stuff and leave it in remembered, right? Like, you click on a recipe and you maybe just type it in there, like, just leave it on whatever it was last on there. Just remember where it was. It keeps switching and changing around all the fucking time. But anyways, now that is done. I don't need so many rocks. But we're gonna wait for that, and we'll level this stuff off. And it's already almost nighttime too, right? So we have this. We're doing this trap has been caught. I'll leave it there for the night. And this one's only caught too, right? So this could be just like, since I've been gone, maybe the respawn counter is reset, or I caught too many, so the respawn counter is back down low again. Yeah, you never know. What's the issue? Too close to your base? Your base is bigger. It has a bigger AoE for no spawning. Like, what part of it is going to make no spawning? Because the fire pit's been there the longest time, and that would be like the obvious choice for a no respawn thing. So there is a rabbit up there. I see that rabbit up there. We'll make this a nice easy spot for you to see. How far away they spawn. That's going to be a while. And what I'm doing, like I was doing, there's that food I wanted to check out. 12 for 2.1. I think I should just trash that. Too bad they can't, like, that's not smart. Say, hey, we got fish food. See, I'm feeding you guys, right? You got all this food right here. You guys don't care if it's rotten. But yeah, I'm gonna need some more wood for my fire. And I'll still need more wood. Don't tear that apart yet. This isn't flattened out yet because of this pole here. I'd have to take this pole out, which means this would all fall down, and then I would have to rebuild it all again if I wanted to level out that little square right there. Which might not be really worth it. But we can go like halfway to here and to there and level off this. So it's a little bit more level. So it's just this part right here. Maybe we could do that manually. So disappointing how some of this stuff works sometimes. Quick. Make sure it's off or something. What do you want me to do? Yeah, that works good enough. think I'll get rid of this. Try to smooth this out. Okay. That seems to be good enough for now. What was my next project? After getting the start of this stuff done and leveled. I gotta finish building that wagon. But I wanted to build another table there too, right? I wanted to get this little thing, this utility table built also. Because, you know, these jars on the ground and stuff like that is just sloppy, and you need some, like a real inventory space area, right? Okay, we only have 10 minutes to go to make the sword, and we needed some piece of leather for that. What else do we need for the sword that we're making here? Just the sword blade, the sword grip, the pommel, and the other thing. And then you build it, and then what else do we need? So for the steel parts, we got our 2 wheels. We don't make nails. We couldn't make an iron tip for our shovel, but I don't see the difference on why we need that or not. You know, I don't see why waste the iron for new stuff. The only other thing we can really build now is, like, what, secondary stuff? A spearhead, maybe? So that's 6 for a spearhead. But we are doing the sword, so sword is always at the bottom, so we did that one. Cross guard. Hey, forge, go on. Don't be a dick. Move, and now the blade. There we go. That's all the parts. And 6 for a steel head. For a spearhead, and we got a lot of extra. We could do one at a time though. In the side then. So what we need now is to pick up that other little piece of crap we had sitting there somewhere. But don't remember where I put it. Exactly, there it is. Pick up that. Oh, this water is done. Since that's done, we can go check out our rabbit first before we finish off this sword stuff. And that fish has not moved. No, that rabbit didn't want to go this far down. Where did he go? Oh well. fresh one. Our rabbit graveyard. What am I doing? The sword, that's right. Okay, I gotta take this thing apart here. Shovel on there and level this out. A little bit smoother. And now we want to take this out and sharpen the blade. Now fully sharpened sword, and now we can make the sword. Steel sword, yay! It's supposed to do 80 slashing damage, but you have to charge the thing up to get the full slashing damage. That is not that little bar right there. Give us our slashing damage full. But for now, we don't need it for much. Probably don't need it forever. Okay, 15 nails and 2 more of each. Bronze nails first. 15 nails and 2 each of these. Starting to get a bit tired, you say? The trout sitting right there. He's close to the trap. Maybe the trap has to be a little farther away now. Well, I guess I might as well get rid of the bass. At least I have room since I don't have any trout. Firewood, which I don't have anything nearby, do I? Yeah, still gotta finish that cart and the table. All those rocks are being broken for nothing, right? Break it apart. That was quick. Why is there a rock sitting over there by itself? The rock that sticks out gets hammered. Tired. Well, no point in not sleeping right now. Nothing to really to do anyways. This bass. It's so bad to eat. I don't want to eat it. So check the fish traps. Nothing for the close one and the far one. Nothing for that one either. I'll need a little bit more food, and there is no... Oh, there's a rabbit right there. Hi, rabbit. Oh, and this one just popped up and beat into the trap. So we got a possible 2 rabbits coming. If the other one gets caught. Well, I don't need it right now, so that's fine. As long as I have some food coming in the short term. Oh, I forgot about the stuff here, the steel I was making. I knew I was forgetting something. So we have to make some more coal. There's that letter. There we go. Dropped it off. Combine this with that, and then you have a new recipe. Yay! Didn't go into my inventory? I thought it'd pop up with a thing once you read it. Oh well. So now we can do the recipe. What we doing? I was judging whether or not I should cook up some food now. I got nothing in the fish trap, so that was pointless to bother with that. Just get enough to do another batch of water for our fire. Just in time. 1 minute over for that. so that is covered for the water. Building this, building that. Finish this cart off. And we're done. Big room, big. Lots of room, which you need because, you know, even this can carry like 4 berry bushes if you actually wanted to move those guys around. But yeah, nothing left in that cart. Tin ore, and we got this, and we wanted to make some chests. And some other stuff. What we can do is take half of these sticks, minus that 3 there, and then we can, we got our shovel, we can grab this handcart. Jesus Christ. Grab the handcart and go. Okay, these were young trees I was saving. I'll take these ones over here, doesn't matter. Put the trees. Large tree. What was I looking for? Nothing really. Is that all the branches that it did? Okay, I got some in my hand, that's why. Just getting some wood. Fuck you. I already started it. Oh, if it's gonna be a dildo. Just doing that because it's easier to pick them up. It's easier to pick up these logs with the fast pickup thing, and you got to do that with nothing in your hand. For these guys. So picky. Slowly building. And there we go. I don't want to keep the fire going for no reason at the moment. So. What else do we got in here? Just some junk, some sticks left over. That's what we wanted that fire for. That was it. The only reason why I wanted the fire. I almost forgot. Light up the charcoal. There we go. And the fire is out. So, yeah, the next thing there it was making that other ingredient for ourselves, right? It was making the disinfectant stuff. And so to do that, we need to have some vinegar. So let's pick up a vinegar. And what's in these clay pots? What's the clay jar? No lid on that one, I guess. There is a lid on it. Guess there's just nothing in it. That's why. That's okay. Remove the lid. Grab our stuff. Oh, we left the slime all on the ground, didn't we? As mushroom soup a little bit. Yeah, we should take this one. Well, fill it, I guess. Doesn't matter. Did you fill it all? Okay, it's empty. This is the little bit of soup I had, so we can just drink all that. But what I wanted to do was grab that slime covered bottle that we did already, pick that up, and pick up this 200 here, and vinegar that, and this was it for our jar. We go here, we go craft with it. Yeah, we did learn the recipe. That is screwed up. Might read. Okay. We got the next part of the quest is give them those things there. So maybe that wasn't part of it. It says, what does it say we can do on here? Let's read it carefully. You can make the toxic leaves with the still slime. You can, I never even tried mixing just slime oil with vinegar to create a disinfectant. And it's just adding the crystals after. I totally forgot about this first part of the recipe. I never even did it once. And it's not even popping up, so there it is right there. Basic disinfectant. I never made this one. Huh. And it's just basic slime oil. Slime oil and vinegar. Wow. What should I do? I'm going to mix 300 milliliters. Put the lid on. Then I am going to use that and place this vinegar back down there for now. Then I want to grab this jar here. Take out all that crap. Rid of that trash. So now we got this, and I want to take this, and I want you to fill. Well, I could have just done it this way. I didn't need the empty jar. Fill the covered glass. No, fill the covered jar with basic disinfectant. Yeah, add another 100 to there. Add 100 water to that. Good. Place our empty jar down somewhere. And grab some salt. 4, 5. Put this. This is going to be our disinfecting table. So we'll place this. Level 1 disinfectant right here. We'll examine it. No, don't disinfect our torch, dumbass. But you can put some salt in there for us. So once we got the salt in there, we have disinfectant for up to 20%. And it's 300 milliliters strong. Chuck that salt in there, and we got no food for it yet. Slime oil. So we didn't really have the good recipe, so we just chuck that. Throw that away. We have this crappy meat here. So yeah, that's the problem with this meat right here, was this disinfectant part of it. So we can put that in there for now. And just 2 hours, just 3 hours for that 20%. That's pretty damn fast. And well, we don't need the preservative part because it's smoked already, but this is for rabbit meat. Because we got some rabbits we might want to cook and kill up there and toss in there for food. Yep. 2 fish trapped, okay. Some bass. This one's not doing anything. I think the 2 hours is up. We will check the time. We are close. 10 minutes to go. And that other rabbit didn't run into the trap. You bad rabbit. You were here. You're running around over here a little bit more. Oh, there you are right there. You bad rabbit. Get into the trap so I can cook more than one at a time. Oh, come closer to my base. Let's see what we got. The rabbit that was over here. Is he still? Did he disappear? And was he still around? Just appear and disappear. Who knows what's going on with them exactly? But anyways, we have leveling this out. We got some wood for our basic needs, and I think I wanted to build some chests because those small things aren't good enough, and we want some bigger ones. And for that, we need lots of short planks and nails. Got the crappy saw on us, right? So that's good. Craft. Cut those in half. All the bronze nails we can and craft with them. Structure, storage, wooden chest. And they fit nicely underneath this, and it's flattened up enough to be okay. So we'll stick that there. And then do it again. We need 5 more nails for the next one. Can only fit 3 of these guys in there, but and the other nails are here. Save the iron nails if you can, and we need to equip a hammer or a stone. So we didn't actually need to worry about that hammer stuff. That's just if you want to go fast, I guess, for the hammer. See, I thought some things required the hammer, but I guess not. It's 20 blunt damage versus 15 blunt damage. So yeah, there's not much reason. But they really need to up that blunt damage if that's what they're using for the damage on this thing. Fast attack speed no attack speed. I don't think that matters. But yeah, only 20 blunt effective hammer. That doesn't seem very much faster than the stones. It's just lasts longer. That's about it. So we got 2 real chests for ourselves, so we can start putting some real things in those chests. But I think our next goal was deliver those 10 pieces each, right? So transfer that and transfer 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sort them this way. Easier to get the count. Make sure they're even. Yep, And that's just extra junk in our hand for now. Can you stick dirt? Yeah, you can stick dirt in those things at least. Pebbles, flint. What else we got that's garbage in here? Just the pebbles. And we need food and water, time of day, and all that stuff. 3 trapped fish. Yeah, if it's not working, it's not working, so. We can see how far it wants to go this way. We can spread it out a little bit. Too shallow. See if that's far enough for them or not. But, okay. Okay, organize our stuff. Let me see here. Let's lie down and see how much time we have to sunrise. And, well, it must be pretty early. I don't know which way is east or west on here. Does it actually show you? It could be lying on the map, so if I'm facing. Yeah, it doesn't even matter, like which way is the sun going to be going anyways. Who knows? So, facing this way. Like maybe they have the sun setting in the east. Maybe that would be west. Can judge it by how much food I need. Like I don't have very much. I don't have any like really any real backup food now, do I? I'm just going day by day by a little bit of rabbits and mostly fish. And this food's not very good for you for the blight you get. And there's nothing else to, nothing to kill. There's no deer nearby. There's no bears or pigs or wolves have been spawning at all. Got some disinfectant. But yeah. Now I feel bad because I made that disinfectant video. I thought I knew everything about it, and then I forgot about the first recipe that doesn't even need that blue crystal stuff to farm to make it up to 50%. Like I didn't even know there's like a 20% recipe. That's faster time. That I explained the basics at least. That that the faster time can be stacked together. That's why I made 300 milliliters of this. When I get that recipe, it's going to be 100 milliliters of this. I'm going to make, and then I'm going to dump this stuff in there, and then use that fluid for it, and I'll get to keep the time for having the disinfectant per thing, and then I can get the good 50% with the 300% milliliters here and have a nice big fast time, and then I can redo that again once I make the other one, so I can I'll make another one up basically too, right, with the regular slime oil and use that instead. So that should help with the time, even though the time will balance out anyway. So you wouldn't be gaining any extra time on the for the different formulas, since they go to the maximum disinfectant and the maximum time is shared. But the milliliters part will be shared also. So it'll act like this 20% the solution here will act like the 50% solution and have the 50% time, but you'll have that since I'm using 400 milliliters, it'll be the 400 milliliters for the time for the 50%, even though I'm only using 100 milliliters of that recipe. If that explains it enough for you. And then you go to the 50% recipe, the 80% recipe, it'll be the same thing. So just 100 milliliters of that 80%, and then the rest with the whatever you have for the other solution in there to do it. But 20% isn't that much. We have, this is the chamomile tea and the disinfectant, mushroom soup, and shovel, some tools. We're ready to go and drop that crap off for that quest. Bringing the crystals to Eric, and I might just start off with doing that. I should take a drink of water, and I can starve, I guess, along the way. It doesn't matter. But where is my bowl here? I can drink that. You know, well, I can always just go here and, like, you know, I got emergency food, right? I can go over here and say, hey, I'm gonna grab, well, how much of these guys should I eat? I'm missing 50 food, so 40. Well, we'll see how much what 4 does, right? I'll take 4 of them out there. How much food is this going to be? Yeah, it's not very much for 4. That was only like 10. So 4 is like 10. Yeah, you need quite a bit of pine cones if you want to do that. 5, 6. No, I won't go for more. I'll eat 5 more. That's 5, right? Could have done 6, I guess. Yeah, just a little bit. And I didn't have an empty pine cone thing, did I? Or I might have one somewhere. I just can't see it. I think I just threw them in the fire, so got that. Drink the water up there. So our food is good enough for now. For our backup food. Not much for backup food, I guess. It's just that little bit. But it's something, and we're good to go. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next time. I think I'm going to use the rest of this day here and do a quick run over there and drop off this crap for him, and get the next part of the quest ready to go for the stuff, so I can. Well, I'm ready to go get silver, so I should probably plan on building that raft and getting over there and doing that, because I guess it doesn't really matter for that, but I'm gonna want some food. And yeah, for that trip, it's a long trip, so you're gonna want to make a camp. So I might want to actually bring my bedroll with me, and a real fire, and then some food and some extra water. So that's extra supplies on the trip. Just to get by, you get to the cave, you find the cave, and just set up camp inside the cave, so you don't need to worry about being covered. But you do need a fire to cook some water, or a jar for some berries, juice and stuff at the minimum. So yeah, let's go ahead and call it now. Thanks for watching. Episode 6 is going over there, doing the run again for the quest, and maybe getting some real food, and maybe something will happen. I think I might try going in there and loading a different save, and then loading this one up there, and then maybe that will jumpstart the predators. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.